Welcome to the Lord Lyon Hard-Core YouTube channel. When the lion roar, everyone listen. My name is Lord Lyon. I am here to speak truth to power and to put things into context by presenting facts with integrity and honesty. We present athletes and other prominent figures in our society who we believe would have reached our hardcore status. Our criteria for hardcore status includes looking for the tangibles that outlines the person's achievement of excellence. Some months ago, we did a piece on Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and LeBron James because Michael Jordan came out with The Last Dance some months ago, and Scottie Pippen criticized The Last Dance because Scottie Pippen felt that The Last Dance only promote Michael Jordan. And what Scottie Pippen is saying, that the pundits always say, defense win championship. Defense win championship. Well, Scottie Pippen is saying, well, I was the Minister of Defense with the Bulls. Michael Jordan was the Minister of Offense. So if at the end of the day, you're glorifying the offense, the defense must be glorified too. And that's all what Scottie Pippen is saying. And they're calling Scottie Pippen hater and jealous and all that. And they know it's not true. All of a sudden they're saying that Scottie Pippen wasn't all that a load carrier when he was playing for the Bulls. And they know that Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest defenders to have ever played the game. And that's why they was able to win those 6 championships. Scottie Pippen is saying that The Last Dance only glorified Michael Jordan. And if Scottie Pippen say that, Scottie Pippen have that right. Because none of them can know Michael Jordan like Scottie Pippen. His 6th championship he won with Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan wasn't able to win anything outside of the Bull dynasty with Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, Craig Hodges, and so on. So if Scottie Pippen said that, he have that right. He have earned that right. But that's not what bothers them. Scottie Pippen said some months ago that in his view, LeBron James is a greater team player than Michael Jordan. And don't forget, we are talking about a team sport. And he thinks that LeBron James is the GOAT. So with that, they have a beef with Scottie Pippen. And that's why they're going on with what they're going on, even though Scottie Pippen would have made his case clear. Because Scottie Pippen is not afraid to speak truth to power. Right? And he's more than qualified. Now, when we make a comparison between Tom Brady, who is our standard bearer, and LeBron James and Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan is not in the picture for the most part. Because let me look at it this way. Even though Tom Brady played another sport, which is American football, we know Tom Brady is the GOAT of all GOATs. Because he would have set the bar so high that we say we're going to use Tom Brady as our standard bearer. So let's look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady played for the New England Patriots. He take them to the Super Bowl several times. I mean, say about 9 times or so. And he won 6 Super Bowl. That means he win 6 rings. He left the New England Patriot because when he was at Patriot, Bill Belichick was his coach. And we know that Bill Belichick is a good coach. And people were saying, oh, it's because Tom Brady have Bill Belichick, why he's able to do what he did. Anyway, Tom Brady left the New England Patriot. He went and played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When he left, they said that Tom Brady's old, Tom Brady's washed up, but Tom Brady didn't listen to them. He just do what he have to do because he's a team player. The first year he played for the Buccaneers, he win a Super Bowl. That means he win another ring. So Tom Brady is in a position where he can say, look, you all say that I'm old, but age doesn't matter to me. Age is just a number. That is one. He can say also, coaches doesn't matter. Any coach will work with me. I am the one that make the difference. Teammates doesn't matter. I can win with a pickup team. That's number 3. Tom Brady can say, anywhere I go, I am a load carrier. I carry the load. So let's look at LeBron James. LeBron James can say, like Tom Brady, wherever I go, coach doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, LeBron James have the edge in that category. Because LeBron James can say, look, I have gone to Miami and win 2 championships. Went back to Cleveland, where I was. Win a championship with a rookie coach. Went to Los Angeles, meet a rookie coach, and win a championship. Okay? So LeBron has to make his case in that category. The other category, players doesn't matter. That's what LeBron can say. Players doesn't matter. Anywhere I go, I win championship. The other category, age is just a number. LeBron can say that also. The other category, I am a load carrier. That's what LeBron can say. I carry the load wherever I go. If the team is weak, I still carry them because I carry the load for those who are weak and those who are strong hold their own. But those who are weak, I will carry the load for them. Let's look at Michael. Michael can't say coach doesn't matter because coach matter in his category because he wasn't able to do nothing without Phil Jackson. Players doesn't matter. Michael still don't fit in there because only with the Bulls he was able to do something. Age doesn't matter. He doesn't apply there either. It doesn't apply to him. Age matter. I am a load carrier. It applies to him, but not to Tom Brady and LeBron James. He's not a load carrier because he wasn't able to carry load when it was required of him outside the Bulls. So if Scottie Pippen say, I was the one carrying the load, he could not defend it. But nobody can say that about Tom Brady and LeBron James. And that's what we want to say. We can go on further to say, Phil Jackson we know he's a great coach. Just like how we say Bill Belichick is a great coach. Phil Jackson is Michael Jordan coach, was Michael Jordan coach. Phil Jackson can say, when I left the Bulls, I move on. And I was successful. Because when I went to the Los Angeles Lakers, I had Shaq and I had Kobe. I win 3 more championships with them. Shaq was traded. I was left with Kobe. I won 2 championships without Shaq. With Kobe and Robert Ory. So we can say, look, Phil Jackson can defend his position. That is to say, he have a better resume than Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan cannot say that. He cannot say he have done it with Phil and done it without Phil. But Phil can say, I've done it with Michael and I've done it without Michael. I've done it with Shaq and Kobe and I've done it without Shaq and do it with Kobe and others. And that's what we're saying. So when people hold a conversation and say, look, LeBron James 4 ring have more value than Michael Jordan 6. Because LeBron was able to show that wherever he goes, he's a load carrier. He carry load for those who are weak in order for the team to be successful. Whether you have a weak coach or weak players. Tom Brady can say that. LeBron can say that. But Michael cannot say that. Because without his comfort zone, with the Bulls and Phil Jackson, he was a failure. To say it mildly. LeBron can say, look, I have played with 3 different franchises. Different culture, different teammates, different coaches, and produced championship. Michael cannot say that. Michael did not retire because of injury or so, you know. I'm not saying everybody have injury, especially when you're older. He went and played with the Wizard and failed. And he was so embarrassed that he retired for how much? How much time? Maybe the 3rd time. And that is what we are saying. They try to put on LeBron that LeBron is creating super team. But let me tell you who Michael Jordan team was when he was at the Bulls. You had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr, Bill Cartwright, Craig Hodges. Craig Hodges was one of the best shooters that have ever played the game of basketball. He won the 3-point competition in the All-Star game 3 years in a row during the time of Bulls dynasty. So if that is not a super team, well, there is no super team. And then they want to put it on LeBron James. It's not true. But all they talk about is Michael Jordan win 6 rings. It cannot be all about ring. Yes, it's good to have 6 rings. But Bill Russell had 11 rings. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 7 rings. But we know that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a generational player. He played with Oscar Robinson and win ring with Oscar Robinson. play against Will Chamberlain, and then come back and play with Magic and win something like 5 rings. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 7 rings. So he cannot be about ring. And what about Robert Ory? Robert Ory have 7 rings also. So it can't be a situation with how much rings you have. Let me tell you this. Michael Jordan went on Oprah Winfrey show. Oprah asked Michael Jordan, Michael, why did you retire when you did? Was a very good question, a great question that was asked. And he said, he retired when he did because if he didn't retire, them other guys would not get a chance to win any ring. What arrogance. And that's not the whole truth. As a matter of fact, it's not the truth. The reality is that Michael gets so big that he was bigger than the game. He was calling referee. Referee couldn't call foul on him. And nobody could touch him, as we know. Before he touched Michael, the referee called foul. And if they did not call foul, he would go right up to the referee and scold the referee. Nobody else in the league could do that. They get thrown out of the game. But he was so big and up with the commissioner and all kinds because he promoted basketball at the time. And, you know, when that time, he was on every TV station. Advertisement. It was all about Michael. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. But that doesn't make you the GOAT. That doesn't qualify you for the GOAT. And that's what we are saying. Let me tell you this. My father said to me once, don't ever lie to me. But if you ever lie, for whatever reason, don't ever lie to yourself. And that's what Michael Jordan did. And that's why he's suffering. And I always have to try to be in the conversation. Because some years after, I asked my father, why you tell me not to lie to myself? And you know what he said? Son, if you ever lie to yourself, you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to cover up that lie or justify it, and you'll never make it. You'll never be able to justify the lie or cover it up. And that's what Michael and his goons have to live with. They're living a lie. And that is on them. I'm not taking that on. So what we are saying, Scottie Pippen was right to say, LeBron James is the greater team player. He would have shown. He have the facts. He present his case. And his case is overwhelming. As a matter of fact, they come to the court with facts that have holes and gaps in them every time they try to present a criteria for their thought of the GOAT. It doesn't fit to a team sport. It fit more like golf and tennis, and that's what we are saying. Michael Jordan, individual goals, but not what he did with the team that he played for. Only the Bulls he was able to be successful because he had the load carriers in there. But when he go outside, and that's what we are saying. So they come to the court, and the judge said, look, you all will present your case with not even a scintilla of evidence. And that's why we are saying the evidence for the GOAT conversation is lopsided in LeBron James' favor. LeBron James is the GOAT, and we're shutting it down now. There need to be no more conversation. It's clear. LeBron James stands supreme. Thank you. When the lion roar, everyone listen. Please subscribe to the Lord Lyon Hard-Core YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell and send us any comment you have in the comment section below. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for the next episode.